Today we're working on a MK4 Jetta. It's listed as a 2007 Jetta City in Canada, but it's a MK4 for our intents and purposes, and it's giving us a misfire. So when you start it up, it's actually not going to misfire right now, but it has a cylinder 1 and 2 misfire, and it runs like crap in the rain, but the engine code indicated that it's a coolant sensor. So we're going to start with that and go from there. So what you'll need is a Napa or Volkswagen coolant sensor, some pliers, coolant, and a small flathead screwdriver. As you can see from our engine codes, we're getting the P0118, the engine coolant temp circuit is high, random misfire on 1 and 2, and a pending O2 sensor and evap leak. If this doesn't fix it, I'll check out an O2 sensor. Possibly might be a coil pack because it runs worse in the rain, but we'll see. So this is the sensor you'll need. It's a TS5729SB for the MK4. So we're going to remove that hose, put that to the side. Alright, so what you're going to do is push down and lift this tab up, and then that will just pop right off. Move that out of the way. So this is our new sensor. It comes with an O-ring, but it does not come with a new lock tab, so we're going to have to reuse the old one. Now you'll put the O-ring on and get ready. You're going to want a coolant or a drain pan underneath because it does leak a little bit of coolant out. It's not a constant flow, it only leaks so much. And we're going to get ready now. So I'm going to use my pliers to pull out the old lock tab. And then we're going to pull up on the old sensor, and I tried to do this quickly and jam the new one in, but it's kind of not necessarily because you only lose so much coolant. The old O-ring was left and stuck in there behind, which is kind of annoying because I ended up pulling the new sensor out and fishing the old one out. You can see that sensor is kind of covered in some slime and some gunk, so it probably wasn't working that well. I tried to get it with pliers, but realized just sticking my finger in and pulling the old one out is what we need, and it was crusty. Like, this thing could not be reused for sure. So we'll stick our new sensor in, and we're going to push down, and you can kind of see how the gold disappeared below those lines. And then we'll stick our lock tab back in there, just push it on to click, kind of lift up to make sure it doesn't pull out. And then we're just going to push our sensor down until it clicks. And then I rotated it because that is how I found it. It wasn't pointing towards me, but it was easier for me to get it off that way. Then we'll go ahead and we will reconnect our secondary air injection pump hose back to the air box. And that's pretty much it. It's not a hard sensor to replace. And the car actually did work better for a few days until it rained. So there were no lights on when I started up. It idled real nice. It drove around really nice. But then it started to rain and we got the misfires back. So stay tuned for another video where I think I'll be doing the coil pack. Thanks for watching.